Sandra Mark is joining me in studio. Now, she is an extremely influential woman when it comes to the tech scene in SA, and she's going to be telling us what we can look out for in 2015. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks. Extremely busy. That's just the life of a new business owner.
I can imagine. Tell us about your new business. I'm actually quite interested to hear about it.
So I run a company that specializes in mobile development. So that's anything from mobile websites to mobile apps, and it's just getting brands on mobile and helping them deliver engaging solutions that add value to customers.
Okay, well, tell me about mobile in South Africa. Are brands using it effectively? Are they using what's available to them?
Mobile is really huge in South Africa. It is the most popular platform for people to access the internet these days. And the numbers last year just showed as well, with smartphone sales especially, South Africa was in the top 10 countries.
Really?
Previously it's always been feature phones that have been dominating, but in terms of new sales, smartphones, I guess it's because of the low-cost handsets that have come through late last year, that's actually skyrocketed new sales. But having said that, South Africa being the society that it is, there's a lot of hand-me-down phones. So you've got a lot of these legacy phones that are still there, but they've been passed down a generation or to spouses, etc. So mobile is very, very popular. Whether brands are using it effectively or not, that's to be determined. There's been some brands that obviously started in mobile, like News24, Ster-Kinekor, all of this. They were the front runners who started 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So they built up the experience, they understand the audience, they know basically what makes an audience tick, because especially with the mobile consumer, it's not your traditional desktop consumer that sits at a desk and follows a specific routine. When you're using your mobile phone, you can be pretty much anywhere. It's dependent on the device you are using. You need to take into consideration data costs. So there's lots of things that a brand needs to be aware of in order to deliver the most effective solution.
Well, it's interesting that you said mobile is definitely growing in South Africa, but I often hear people complaining about data costs. And I mean, that's one of the major complaints I hear from people when it comes to using their mobile phone. Is that affecting mobile use in South Africa?
I won't say it's affecting mobile use, but it's a price-sensitive matter, and unfortunately, data costs are dictated by the service providers.
Right.
And although costs are coming down slowly, we're nowhere close to what's offered in the US or the UK. I was in the UK for 8 years, and I came back here 4 years ago, and data was far cheaper there. And I've got a lot of family and friends in the UK, and I always compare prices to what they are paying for data.
Right.
Contract prices way cheaper than what you are getting here, but that's a country problem. It's not stopping people from actually using their phones, but obviously in a pay-as-you-go society, especially, this has an impact on the consumer. So people are a little bit wary about going to sites that are going to basically eat up the airtime. So that is why a brand needs to be very sensitive of this and deliver the solution that will still keep the consumer engaged, but not cost them a fortune to actually use it.
Now, you were a panelist at the World Retail Awards.
Yes.
Tell me about some of the findings and trends that you saw there.
It was very, very evident in that. I judged the mobile category, the omni-channel category, and also innovation.
Yeah.
That was focused really on retail. And it was pretty obvious in all of that mobile is the complement to shopping. Gone are the days where people just sit
behind a
computer,
right.
even when they're actually in the store. And that's what omni-channel is about. Omni-channel is about tying up all the different channels and creating this holistic experience. People are, they might not be purchasing on a phone, but they're certainly using that to aid their purchasing decisions.
Right.
So things like price comparisons, very, very popular activity, just searching for products, product information, very popular. And obviously the more informed a consumer is about something, they are likely to buy it. So the trends overseas, definitely it's optimizing that part to purchase and trying out new things in order to make people to keep a consumer engaged with the brand, because brands they're very concerned. So example, in the UK, you've got your brands like Waitrose and Tesco and Harvey Nichols and all of that, and some of them might sell similar sort of products, but the whole idea is a brand to unlock that customer into just shopping on one specific brand, because once you have that loyalty with the customer and they've got that awesome customer experience, price actually doesn't become a factor. They will just continue buying from you.